let's just jump into the first. Oh God, the first story of the day is one that came out a couple days ago. People were wanting me to talk about. My Twitter, my YouTube comments were completely full of people talking about this. Leslie Jones threw some serious goddamn shade, some serious shade on the new Ghostbusters movie. Now you might be asking yourself, why? Why did Miss Leslie Jones, jewel of NBC's Olympic coverage, throw shade at the Ghostbusters 3? Well, I mean, it's pretty easy. They didn't include her. At this point, we know for a fact they did not include her. Now, I was under the impression, like a thought that I had at least, was that going into Ghostbusters 3, they were not going to do away with the 2016 movie entirely. There's a comic book that came out that kind of bridges the two worlds together, and I felt that ultimately that would be what it was. Ivan Reitman and Dan Aykroyd and Jason Reitman were going to do with this movie. It turns out that I guess I was wrong, because there's no way Leslie Jones is coming back after this. Now on Twitter, she says, so insulting. Like, fuck us. We didn't count. It's like something Trump would do. Trump voice, we gonna redo Ghostbusters. Better with men will be huge. Those women ain't Ghostbusters. Ugh, so annoying. Such a dick move. And I don't give a fuck. I'm saying something. Right. Okay. You know, Leslie, I defended you when the first Ghostbusters came out, and you said that everyone Ghostbusters. You said we all Ghostbusters. That was your line. And the first trailer dropped and everyone was giving it a whole bunch of shit. You came out and you were actually calm and rational and said, hey, listen, I understand why people don't want to see this movie, but let's be fair. All of us are Ghostbusters. Let's treat it like that. And I defended that. I did. I came out and I defended that. I said, yes, this is a situation that I totally want to get behind, because this is promoting positivity. And then we all saw the fucking movie. Then we all saw it. Saw how bad it is. How terrible it is. It's a god-awful film. I've subjected myself to watching it a couple times now. I've watched it so you don't have to. And it's time in my life I will never get back. But at the same time, I understand why she's upset. You know, she probably thought she was going to be able to get something that would get her out of SNL. Because if I was on SNL, if I was a cast member on SNL, relegated to only maybe 2 skits a week, if that, if I was relegated down to just nothing, to just a couple lines of dialogue or playing Kenan Thompson's wife, yeah, I would definitely want to get the hell out of there too and get a franchise and get my career going. Sure, I get that. But instead, she's got to go on there and throw shade because Sony Pictures realized that a movie like Ghostbusters 2016 that had a budget of approximately, I think it was around 140 million, somewhere in there. It was a $144 million budget with a worldwide take home of only $229 million. That's all. That's $229 million take home. The original Ghostbusters brought home $295 million worldwide back in 1984 on a $30 million budget. So think about that for a second. $30 million budget, $295 million. Yeah, it's a lot better of a return, especially because you look at the rate at the state of the economy in 1984 versus 2016. It's a lot different. Hell, even Ghostbusters 2 brought home $215 million worldwide back in 1989. So, yeah, there's a reason why they didn't do another one. There's a reason why they decided to go and make Ghostbusters 3. And it has nothing to do with the fact of Donald Trump, even though I do believe at one point he commented on that. I do. I think at one point Donald Trump actually said something about Ghostbusters. Like, why are they remaking it with all women, I think. So she's throwing politics at something that's not political. It's financial. I'm sorry, Leslie, your movie sucked. So instead of throwing shade at the people making the new one, why not sit there and be like, why don't we all work on this together? Why don't we do that? Why don't we do that? Well, you won't do that because that would require you to actually, I don't know, play ball. You don't want to do that, do you, Leslie? As always, you guys can expect my full coverage of Ghostbusters 3 over on 3 Buck Theater, which is my movie news channel, linked for that in the video description. But seriously, Leslie Jones is a crybaby, and I do not feel bad for her losing this role whatsoever. I feel that she was a weak part of the original film, and the movie was bad. Hey, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Since you're here, why don't leave a comment? Let me know what you think about stuff. If you want to subscribe to the channel, you can do that as well. And you check out any of these great, fantastic, amazing commentary tracks by me. That's right. I'm not egotistical or narcissistic at all. I'm just your average, everyday, normal YouTuber. Thanks for watching.